Hey guys, so I just finished the process of recording my first full-length album. It was a 2-year process. I finished everything yesterday. It's a great feeling. So I kind of feel like for the first time ever, I have something that's interesting to talk about and that I can discuss with people. So I want to start a channel where I can go over what I learned throughout the process, what I wish people had told me before I'd started, and the fact that recording an album might be a bit harder than you think, but in other ways it might be a little bit easier than you thought. So I'm just gonna talk on this channel and just do little videos about what I went through, stuff I learned, maybe musical instruments, maybe reviewing some stuff too. But I just want to have an outlet of creativity that I can just talk about stuff and do things and not overthink it. I can just do a one-take video and edit it really quick and release it because I'm a bit of a perfectionist. So whenever I work on projects, I tend to obsess on certain aspects of it, and I'll take hours and hours to do something that might be a guitar track that you only hear for 5 seconds on a track. So I just want to do something that I can just do it quick, not worry about what I'm saying, just put it out there and just kind of talk and have an outlet. So yeah, that's that, and welcome to my channel. So since this is my first video, I guess I'll just kind of introduce myself and talk about myself for a little bit, which I'm not used to doing. But yeah, I grew up in Boston. I lived there till I was about 8 or 9. I still love all the Boston sports teams. And then I moved out to California with my parents when my sister started doing acting, and ended up working out. We stayed out here. My parents got good jobs out here. There's always music around my house. My dad had always played guitar. And then I eventually picked up the guitar when I was probably entering middle school, so probably like 11 or 12. And I'd picked it up before then, but I did would pluck one string or two strings and then put it down because I'd be like, man, this sounds like crap, whatever. And then I eventually wanted to start learning, and I was really getting into Beatles and classic rock at that time. So my parents bought me these 2 Beatles songbooks that had chord charts in them. So I started sitting there for hours and teaching myself how to play chords correctly. And I remember learning my first Beatles song. I think it was "Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds," and just kind of falling in love with it at that point and being like, oh my God, I can sit here for an hour and I can play what all these songs I listened to my entire life that I looked up to and I loved to listen to. I can learn how to do that too. So after I started learning those Beatles songs, one, it was cool because I learned a bunch of songs that I love, but two, was super helpful because I ended up learning all my chords that way because all of the books had chord charts in them and showed you exactly how to put your fingers. So that was definitely the biggest difference maker and the biggest stepping stone I ever took in terms of writing and playing music. And yeah, if I didn't get those 2 songbooks, I don't know when I would have started playing music or what would have happened eventually. And then I kind of took off from there. I started writing, and I would always just sit with my acoustic guitar and just play and write. And I eventually started working on this project that I've done recently called Beacon Hill, and it's gonna be released in about 2 weeks, I think. So I'm super happy for that. And I have a home recording studio now, which I'm probably gonna do I'll do a tour video of coming up soon, and just go through what my equipment is and all the stuff I have. But me and my dad built it together. It was a fun experience, and now I think it's a great studio to work in, and I love doing it. So yeah, that's myself. I don't know what else to say. I'm a ginger, obviously, you can see that. I love basketball. Yeah, that's really about it. So since this is my first video, I want to show you guys those books that I was just talking about. That's 2 Beatles songbooks. These are the books, the first songbooks I ever got. It was laid out really well, where it just had all the chord chart right here. Any chord that was in this song was listed right here. So every time I'd be like, okay, what's a C major? And then I would go look, okay, C major, I have to do, from 1 finger there, 2, 3 there, and then A minor, okay, C. And I would just go through this, and it made the process so easy to learn. And then after I got that book, I ended up getting stuff like this. I remember I got this Neil Young Decade book because I love Neil Young. But yeah, that's these are the reasons I started learning. And you can look up stuff on the internet, that's great, but having tabs, having actual books to look at, I think is kind of, I don't know, it adds to the experience. It's kind of fun. It's kind of better than sitting on your computer. You can just sit in bed and relax and look at these. But yeah, so these are why I have to thank for teaching me a lot of guitar and valuable stuff. So that's it. What's your favorite guitar, buddy?
I'll have one. I hate
buddy,
guitars.
choose one.
I hate guitars. I hate them. Trash. Trash guitars.
So clearly I had no idea what to do for this video, so I just stuck a random montage of going to Guitar Center because I went there today to buy some strings. But I'm going to try to make these videos more structured and actually have them revolving around a specific topic and something that's somewhat interesting or at least structured. But yeah, that's it for today. I just wanted to introduce myself, explain why I'm starting this channel, and yeah, so just subscribe to it, and I'll talk to you soon.